Brown guy with tattoos. I think I'm covered. We're looking for a brown guy with tattoos. Perfect.
Is that the AK day?
That was the AK day. So
Chest blasted?
Chest. He just won.
How about this? We'll give something for the listeners. All right.
Dude, if people understood that they can get slapped at any fucking point in time, they would legitimately shut the fuck up. Fucking take the labels off of this shit. If they want to drink the bleach, drink the bleach. So, day drinking? And I was like...
I caught that. I'm like, motherfucker! It's 11.
We're at
It's
work.
11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Work at least.
It's 11
I
o'clock
was
in the
at work
morning.
too, but I was like, yes.
Now it's time for you to talk about Blood Dick.
Right.
Why the fuck were you guys talking about that before the fucking episode? Hashtag Blood Dick.
So awesome.
Listen, welcome to the Covert Standard. What's going on, people? That's right. You are tuned in to the Covert Standard. Thank you very much for tuning in. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start
I just imagine someone on the other end's, you are welcome.
You worst
are welcome.
intro
Hello.
Ever.
They're all the worst
I
intro
know,
ever.
but still,
We
that
just keep
one's like,
topping one episode of the
Yeah,
next.
this is
That's the worst one. Now that's the worst
Yes,
one.
ladies and gentlemen, that's
Terrible.
right. You hear the asshole. Chase is back in the building.
Yeah.
Hello, Chase.
Yeah, I'm the-
welcome back.
Thank you. I've been gone a while.
Nobody missed. No, I'm just kidding.
I think everybody did.
Anyway, let's go and start this off with the sponsors. You guys know, top of the show, we have CabalUSA.co. If you go to CabalUSA.co, you will see all of your EDC needs. He's got anything from flashlights to sunglasses, some pretty dope sunglasses, and some red dot optics for your guns, and also a real good concealed weapons holster. So if you want to go ahead and carry your firearm concealed, he's got some pretty good holsters on there. You can check out his website at CabalUSA.co. And for being an awesome listener, you get 15% off if you use the promo code Covert Standard on checkout. Our second sponsor is Stone Cold Works. Our buddy Stoner over there is painting all kinds of shit. He's painting the town camo colors.
I was going to say red?
I was going to say painting it red. He is right now. He's business is finally
we're in
open.
Florida, so what's that pink camo? Tough Girl or something?
Yes, it's called like Tough Girls. Yeah, like
He's painting the town Tough Girl.
So
that sounds sexy.
We've talked about him a few times on the podcast. He's also been a guest on the podcast as well, and his business is up and running. If you have a boring black firearm at the house right now, and you want to go ahead and make it tactical, you can go ahead and send it to Stone Cold Works, and he can put anything on it, including
Super talented. He's
Yeah.
a super talented dude.
And it's not just gun parts or gun accessories. You can also get I believe he does car parts and stuff like that. Anybody that wants to do accent and painting on it, he does everything.
He can paint
But
whatever shit you want.
The shit he's really fucking good at, though, is the guns. He does fucking cool shit.
So if you want an AK-47 that looks like it's been thrown down the fucking hallway,
Throw it down the hall.
150 times,
Throw it down the hallway.
you can make it look like that too.
Oh.
Anyway, go to stonecoldworks.com and let him know Covert Standard sent you over there, and he might throw a little something in there for you. Yeah.
I like for Cabal USA the muster station, that gym that he goes to.
Yeah.
When a buddy
Talk to him every once in a while.
Yeah,
he's still alive. He's an avid listener to us as well.
I know, it's so terrible.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. I don't know why he even bothers trying to listen to us. But yeah, he's a super cool guy. And he's has a CrossFit gym in the area. And yeah,
I like that fix. Well, he put out a shout out fucking because he's been rocking his holster.
Yeah, he's been rocking his holster.
Yeah, I like that. He's a good dude. Should we go with Boogaloo first, or do you want to go with Disney Plus?
Boogaloo first. Oh my god.
I like True Exodus's fucking Boogaloo thing. The video
There's
I
a
sent.
lot of
No,
Boogaloo
the video
things
I
out there.
sent where he's fucking like they do the Boogaloo call. And
Boogaloo, Boogaloo.
I thought that was funny.
And then he just kept running out there. And then they had that post where
yeah, that is retarded. Whiskey Warrior 556 was
Everybody
fucking...
was losing their mind instantaneously on like all the gun Instagrammers.
Did I don't think he even
Everybody
said anything about like a 30 round mag. The fucking redcoats were there, and he was.
The story just was there's a red flag law that's a standoff. That was it.
Yeah,
That's what everybody's posting.
Yeah. And
like when it was happening.
And a lot of the big figureheads in the firearm community, the people that are, defend the rights of 2A and everything like that, a lot of them were paying attention to it, but nobody reacted to it so hard yet. Because obviously we don't know the whole story. At this point, we don't know the whole story. And basically what happened was, the premise of it is live on his Instagram account, he was recording a series of events happening where police showed up to his house, and he, I guess, barricaded himself into a room of some sort, and he started calling them redcoats and that they were coming after him because of a 30-round magazine. Now, this is...
I don't think he said that.
Well, he said high-capacity magazine. He was talking about...
on his little fucking... Because it wasn't
I never saw
live.
it, so I can't talk
It was
about
from
that at all. I don't know.
it was from whatever fucking place. I don't think he ever said that it was a 30-round magazine.
He said it was because of his high-capacity magazine. And then red flag... And then everybody was talking about red flag laws. Then they were talking about red flag because they thought... something about red flag. I don't know. There's a bunch of rumors going around it as well. But then then the claim was red flag as well. And then, so basically on his live chat, or not his live, but he kept doing it on his story. He just kept repeating over and over and over again, like, oh, they're coming here. The redcoats are trying to come.
Yeah,
he's provoking.
APC fucking...
Yeah, he's provoking the police,
Christ.
calling them pigs and stuff like that. Like, he's doing this, he's being provocative the entire time.
Sure.
And he kept putting himself on his live story. Now, everybody started reacting to this, and the people that got a hold of it that would consider themselves as a part of the 3%er crowd.
That's kind of what I wanted. That's the thing I find the most interesting about this whole thing.
Yeah.
When we started this podcast over a year ago,
3%ers right here.
Dave Cabal had a little bit and he said 3%ers right here, and he liked the fact that was the intro. And Chase fucking hated that part of the intro so much that I think that's why he supported the idea of changing the whole intro. The whole intro, he was fine with changing all of it because he hated that so much. And I mean, maybe it did exist at the time, but a year ago, I didn't see the 3%ers as being a militiaman type thing.
I didn't see the 3%ers being a group. I looked at the 3%ers.
You guys are there now.
I looked at the 3%ers as a theory, an ideology. Basically, you're
people
part of the
willing
fighting.
to fight. Yeah,
that's what I saw it as too. So when people started calling themselves the 3%ers and made themselves a group and militia, and I'm sure it's probably been there for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
that is not what I associated with.
It could have been that way a year ago. I don't know if it was, but again, we didn't associate with it.
Let us make that clear for everybody that did listen to the intro.
He was just talking about being willing to fight, being willing to stand up for your country. That's what
the 3% meant for us because we didn't label it.
Chase fucking hated it.
I still hate
because Chase
still hate it
because Chase had a different understanding of it. He looked at it as a group.
3%ers are.
We looked at it as an ideology of that we will stand up.
Is that
no matter
why?
What.
Did you see it as
3%ers are fucking like
militia?
Grouped under a militia. Militia doesn't like the government.
Yeah.
So that is like fucking negative to law enforcement, negative to
why
people.
Does militia have to not like the government?
Because that's what they're there for.
I guess.
But okay, so red flag law for the whiskey thing. I told the negotiator, get me something in writing that I won't do jail time or there will be blood. I mean, that's a good thing for red flag law. That sounds like he needs to be red flagged right there. But sorry, I thought it was
you're
funny.
just trying to set us off.
Yes.
No, it's not the point that set off. I'm actually one for against red flag. I mean, because we already have a thing.
Yeah.
It's you could bake rack people like that's a thing already.
We've had this conversation.
Yes.
Did you have have you voiced your opinion on red flag laws?
That they're weird and that it happens and it should happen for some. Yes.
You like them?
No.
Oh.
But it should happen for some.
Sure.
Yeah, but then that puts us in a weird place. So how do you set that boundary? How do you set that line?
Oh, that's the question that would be nice to know.
Because yes, you're right.
How do we stop evil people from being evil?
Well, no, because you're right. Because what you said was it should for certain individuals. Cool. Yeah, I get it. I understand that. That's the reason why they want to put that in place. But guess what? They're going to abuse it. Once you let the red flag laws go in, those certain individuals are going to ruin it for everybody because now it's going to be abused. And now it's just going to be like, oh, I don't fucking like you because your dog pooped in my yard. So I'm going to call the cops and say that you were fucking doing something.
That's already a thing.
Do you just see it as a tool for law enforcement to use that you don't necessarily like, but if it's there, law enforcement should be using it kind of deal?
But it's not like law enforcement is not. They get it from a judge to go fucking deal with this guy. Like he's bad because of this. Here's A, B, and C. Mm-hmm. Go take away his guns before he kills everybody. There's that and part of it.
They were there for a different reason.
They're big rack, but we're not. I know. I'm not even on the whiskey thing.
Yeah,
but yeah. Is it there? I need to research more because apparently there was a negative thing.
That's what I'm just getting ready to jump in with is, and you might be talking about something different, but when you talk about something as vague as red flag laws, you're talking about a network of different states' laws. So red flag law is a catch-all term that doesn't mean the same thing from one state to the other.
They are completely different everywhere else, and they're not called red flag laws. It's just the AR. That's AR-15 for all guns, all black guns.
Yeah.
There are different ones everywhere. We have them in Florida, and it's not called a red flag law, but I can't fucking tell you what it is all of a sudden.
Sure.
There's different names, there's different criteria, there's different.
Because sometimes it doesn't go to a judge. Sometimes it is just law enforcement.
Well, there is. Well, then we can for Florida, you can go into the Baker Acts, and he's a fucking problem because he has a gun. Yes, that's
right. It's been a thing.
That's been a thing for a very long time.
Right. And no one has a problem with that I hear on a regular basis.
And that's the problem. It's too mainstream.
Sure.
Damn it, Guns and something. One of the videos.
Guns and Ammo?
No, one of the fucking Mr. Guns and something.
Mr. Guns and Gear.
Yeah, that one. He did a fucking video of red flag laws being, or not bad, but there was a bad incident where the cops went there and they fucking shot him because he didn't want to give over his guns. I believe there was more to that.
Of course.
And it was here's the paperwork saying that this is you have to go with us because of this, and we're going to take your guns away because you are mentally incapable. And then he's like, yeah, fuck no. So he fucking went for his gun. So that's why. Sure. And it wasn't one of those like knock on the door. Hey, fucking, he's got a gun. Shoot him. It's like,
sure, yeah.
It's he probably needed that to happen.
From the other perspective, though, like the cops aren't there in the first place to do that if they don't have those tools. So the initiating factor, if that was not there, then that guy wouldn't have been shot, and those cops wouldn't have been put in harm's way. Is generally like the argument and thought process.
If game.
Well,
we're gonna play that game. We're not playing.
I mean.
Yeah,
it is one thing.
If this was this way, this wouldn't have happened.
But
if this was this way,
they knocked on the door and told him they were going to take his guns. Like that's a pretty direct link of actions. Like it's not like that shit happened at a gas station.
And from the I think from the judge saying it, and here is the fucking paperwork that says this is why. This is more to it. This is fucking all of this shit.
But again, the problem is that that's a total lack of due process. Like the one convicted to anything. Now, at the same token, Baker acting, you're not convicted of shit. That's the officer's discretion, all that kind of stuff. But
you lose your
the people's problem, most and mine included, of red flag laws is that there isn't like a judge is prejudging you without you having a defense.
That's what I have a problem with.
Got to get you there. Got to get you there to talk.
That's like the due process is a thing for a reason. Like I don't like the fact that you could just do whatever you want because
we know that people will misuse it. Like
yes,
I mean that is why the American Constitution was written how it was written is not because they were making a government based on the most idealistic people. They made it based on the fact that they knew people sucked, and so if people suck, they're going to do what they want.
They definitely do.
If you give them the power, they're going to use it in the way they want it, and that's just another example. So I don't know. I mean, maybe you're totally right that guy shouldn't have had guns, and I definitely don't have a problem with the officer shooting a guy that's getting ready to pull a gun on him.
No, yeah,
but I also can understand the other side of a coin of saying, like, hey, well, those officers shouldn't have been there fucking trying to take his guns. If this law didn't exist, then they wouldn't have been there doing that.
I get it. I mean, I think it's one of those things that we're never. I mean, not everybody's going to agree on it. Not everybody's going to say that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because I mean, agreed. I don't. Americans, weapons are our religion. Being American. Yes, I think we need to be pro guns. We need to be pro fucking everybody carrying guns. But then there's some people that get past that or don't fucking. That should not have some firearms.
I totally agree.
There is a lot of mental instability, and I will
just imagine all this furious fucking 2A community type. You piece of shit. Fuck you guys, you fucking posers.
Well, and that's bringing us back to the other point of the fucking 2A community was a fucking up in arms over this fucking shit,
fucking whiskey,
over the whiskey fucking warrior dude thing, and it's one of those I love the fucking gun community, but Jesus Christ, we're gonna go fucking shoot. We're gonna shoot guys that are there for actual reasons compared to it's my Instagram account, so I'm gonna say it's for a 30-round magazine.
Yeah,
I mean,
the reaction.
So what you're saying is that was bullshit.
There's no besides the fucking post. There's nothing that says 30-round magazine. Nothing.
Why were they there?
They were there for
domestic reasons.
They got there. They heard what they believed to be a gunshot. So fucking they did the whole fucking, we know this guy. We're here for this guy because of domestic problems. He has 5 warrants.
They also reported that they didn't find any high-capacity magazines too.
Yeah, I don't think they found any guns.
No guns, no ammo, or no magazines.
He was there. There was there for a domestic dispute, and they had to come back. So that means that they were there. The wife answered
the door initially. I know that much.
I think they were there earlier to come back to deal with the shenanigans, probably to take him to jail, and then he got arrested for 5 or 6 different things for the standoff that ensued.
Sure.
So
I mean, listen, people being people. You make cops stand outside of a place for 7 hours, they're going to find all kinds of shit they can charge you for.
Well, I mean, yes. You're absolutely right.
You motherfucker wasted my time. God damn it, you fucked my shift changeover.
He didn't get shot, so we're doing good.
Right.
They were, I mean, 7 hours of...
Yeah, you got us calling the negotiator. I'm fucking writing you for this shit and this shit.
More elaborate SWAT teams that I know... It wouldn't have lasted 7 hours.
Yeah.
So very good on them.
Right.
Did you see the screenshot of the conversation that whoever was having with? I don't think it was Stoner having this conversation with them, but somebody had the conversation with Whiskey Warrior while this was all going down. Did you see the screenshot of the chat?
I think I read all of that.
He says that like one of the guys that he was in the army with had told them that he wanted to just have a gunfight with the cops, and then. He said something else.
This was Whiskey saying that?
No,
this was the other guy.
Whiskey said that to the other guy.
Oh, that he wants to fucking shoot it out with the police?
The other guy.
That's what like his army buddy was telling the cops or something like that.
Third party.
Would.
He was having a conversation with somebody through DM, and then he was telling whoever he was talking to on the DM, like, dude, he fucking told him I wanted to fucking fight the cops. What the fuck? And then he kept saying something like that. To the point where basically he was like they were there for a different reason, and that his army buddy like threw him under the bus. The only reason why it's weird, it's questionable, is because that his typing of that message was different. Was a different vibe than the video they recorded, which was a different vibe than what the police report released. That's the reason why it sounded weird to me. That was the only reason why I was questioning it, was because when he had that conversation, which was a DM conversation with somebody, it was like, dude, I can't believe my fucking... Like, he told him that I had PTSD and I was losing my mind. I can't believe he fucking told him that. Like, that seemed like a genuine conversation, which was a different vibe from the video, which he was, like, fighting back now.
There was a video, or was it just fucking... I thought it was just screenshots.
No, it was him recording on his story.
On his phone.
Like, if you went to his page and looked at his story, his entire story was different still shots and video.
Yes.
He was on the video of him talking to the camera, and he believe he was drinking. It looked like he was drinking.
No, I know that much.
Yeah, because he was like, I'll just pull out my whiskey, and he like cheers the camera, and like on his phone, he like cheers the camera and he drinks some more of it. I watched all of it, and then he's calling him out, and then at the very end, he was just like, I just want a peaceful resolution at the very end. But I feel like he got the whole internet riled up for no fucking reason. And people didn't understand. They just filled in the blanks themselves.
Well, all right, internet. Let's have a conversation here. I fancy myself a Second Amendment advocate. The 2A community. Ooh. I feel like anytime you have these really broad movements to where everybody is united on this kind of one singular issue, that just means that they really disagree on fucking everything. But on this one thing, we can kind of agree. So for the 2A community, there is parts of them that are very fucking radical. There are parts of them that are very fucking radical and anti-government, anti-police.
And
no
disagreement.
In general, aside from that kind of subgroup of the 2A community, they've kind of latched on to this whole internet thing to where like someone does something you don't like, then fuck them and fuck them forever. They're pieces of shit. Like, you know, like the Me Too movement kind of roasting people and end their fucking career. Like there's almost that same kind of attitude in the 2A community, if someone does something that's like he committed a sin, so therefore we all must hate him forever.
There's a sense of having to be a saint in that world too, because there's all eyes on you. Like, right, like almost to this point where it's like, okay, cool, I'm a 2A advocate, I support, you know, being able to carry a firearm and everything like that. Let's just say you become a public figure, right, and in the eyes, now you have people watching you. Like, I'm gonna wait for him to fuck up, and then I'm gonna call him out on it hardcore.
Dude, it's the whole like virtue signaling thing,
dude. Like,
just within the 2A community.
Yeah, they literally sit there and they watch these things. That's what they do in their free time. They have no fucking life. They'll sit there and just like scroll through, and they're like waiting, and then that one time you fuck up,
okay.
they blow it the fuck out of the water.
Do you got anything? I don't want to keep talking over you.
Yes, we will keep talking over him because he hasn't been here.
I haven't been here. I disappointed is about the only word I got, because I always thought the 2A community was smart. And
some of them are.
There was not the big. Well, you know, we have to know the gun laws. We know guns. We have to know our history. We have to know like all this. The 2A community in general. But we're going after fucking redcoats for fucking this 30-round magazine that there's no proof of a 30-round magazine.
The fact that he called them redcoats kind of pissed me off. And I love that Travis Haley post you posted, like calling them fucking redcoats.
I love Travis Haley.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
2 points on that. Like, okay,
it's good, comfortable chair.
Climate change. All right, you get someone that really fucking knows about climate change. They have to know a lot of shit. They got to know their shit. But there's also a bunch of people that have bought into it, but they don't really think about it that much. So they're like, they get angry when you challenge them on their ideas. I think you're going to have that in any kind of community. 2A community is not, they're not lacking in that field. You're right that they should know all those things, but they don't necessarily all know those things.
I guess it's good because exactly what you just said. It's like the only community that I give a shit about.
Right.
Because fucking warm weather shit, whatever. But I should be used to it because they've jumped at a lot of different things. Yep. What was somebody was buying fucking for the Democrats or some shit. They were fucking putting out money for the Democrats.
Well, it's happened a couple times, but
so then then they fucking demonize them. Yeah,
Benchmade knives.
Oh, we talked about that. Benchmade fucking cutting up shit for the cops because they asked them to.
Oh, how terrible!
Who's up in Illinois? Who we talked about this recently?
Springfield.
That's right.
The Hellcat.
So like that. Like, yeah, I shouldn't be surprised. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Correct. Yeah.
Your second point.
The other part of it is kind of coming back to what he was talking about. By him, I'm pointing my finger for the audio show. Fred was
the guy in the corner. There's this weird, creepy guy who smells like garbage.
Fred was talking about how they have nothing better to do and they watch this shit and then they jump all over you. I don't know that that's totally fair, but I think that
I was over exaggerating too. This is just me making conversation, right?
But like,
you piece of shit.
So there's a guy I follow.
I'm a polished turd, though.
There's a guy I follow on YouTube. He makes YouTube videos. He's a conservative commentator, but he's like kind of a smaller dude as far as his following and his budget and all that stuff. And he came out with a video very recently that I disagreed with. And he's like an opinion-based thing. And if I was giving into this like newer culture, I could have jumped all over it and been like, this fucking piece of shit, he fucking disagrees with me on this one thing and fuck him. Mm-hmm. I think that's more of it, to where like most of them are probably following these people because they are like-minded, but then their paths differ in some slight way, and then now you are the fucking heretic. Like, it's no different than literally with religions of like, the most infighting you're going to get is with the people you agree with most. It's the Muslims that disagree with the other Muslims that are killing each other most often. Same thing with, Christians. When there was a lot of conflict within the Christian, it was, the Protestants and Catholics. Like, it was that, like, schism of you kind of agree with me, but then you totally disagree with me on this, so fuck you.
Sure.
Like, and I know that it's on a much smaller scale when you're talking about the 2A community, but I think that you'll feed in a lot to that of like, I thought you thought exactly like I do because we agree on this one point, but because we disagree on this other point, then you're totally dead to me kind of deal.
You're dead to me.
When did it become a thing where somebody has a different opinion you fucking just chastise them.
Because the dumbing down of our our dialogue, the dumbing down of our vocabulary. Everybody uses the extremes for the vocabulary. There's been a dropping in our verbiage.
Yeah, so I actually was having this conversation with a few people, actually. Every time I talk about this, how education, just random people that we get into discussion with. I talk to everybody.
He talks to strangers.
I like to talk to strangers.
I hate people.
I know. I just have to remind you, he likes people.
And one of the points that I always bring up is the education on a lot of the people and the lack of social construct. So basically, because of social media, because of our cell phones, because of the fact that we can lock ourselves into a tiny little box in our hand, it removes the ability to talk to another human being physically, like in person. So there's less conversation happening between people. People that, like in school, for instance, kids aren't talking to each other anymore. They're not playing with each other anymore. And then when they get up to a grown adult, they're stuck in their house with their TV, their Xbox, their cell phones, and everything like that. And the generation started with our generation.
For free.
It started with our generation. It really did. Yeah. But the thing is we are less of it.
Right.
But the generation directly right after us is completely engulfed in this.
They don't remember no internet.
Exactly. We do. I didn't have a cell phone when I grew up.
They don't remember no cell phones.
Yeah,
it was so terrible.
I mean, it's so crazy.
Internet was like a crazy thing to have in the corner of the fucking house, and it was like a box. And yeah, I remember that. And the only thing cool that you could do on it is like look up a little bit of information.
Right.
And porn.
And
there
was
click.
Yes.
Load.
You
could see the top
of the titties loading, yeah.
And then it always stops right at the nipple.
Yep.
And then as soon as it goes to the nipple, you're like waiting, and then boop, there it is. Yeah, I know.
I already know.
So basically, it's lack of social construct. So what happens is when people don't talk to each other, then they don't know the ability to converse, right? They don't know how to keep things at a very minimum and be able to have a conversation and discuss or debate, right? And what they only know is that if they get into their emotions and feelings, and they know that they want to be right even though they're wrong, so what they do is they get louder than you, and then they start going for the extreme, just like he was saying. So instead of having a conversation where it's like you say 2 plus 2,
fascist.
Yeah, you say 2 plus 2 is 5. And I say, you say 2 plus 2 is 4, and I say 2 plus 2 is 5. And then you're like, no, bro, this is the proof.
In the first place.
This is the proof. And then I'm like, and then instead of me going, well, prove it, or okay, this is the reason why I know it's 2 plus 2 is 5, and then realize I'm wrong and admitting it, I'm going to be like, well, you just don't know because you're just racist against numbers. You just don't understand. You're just a piece of shit. You're a fascist and a bigot. That's what they do. They go after, they know how to go after the extreme, and they use terminologies that they think that they can affect you emotionally. You know, there's no smart.
So part of everything what you said, on top of 2 other major factors,
adult temper tantrum. Bam. Okay.
Yes, adult temper tantrum.
It's very true, but everything you're saying on top of 2 major things: TV, which is how most people have got their news growing up that are younger than us, have very short soundbite things. There was very little long form discussions on things. So they have this mindset of like really quick thinking. And so
instead of reading a story, they want to hear just like a brief Cliff Note version.
And part of that is I'm going to take something you said and I'm going to make a bunch of assumptions about what you meant in my head in that instance, and then I'm going to jump down your throat about it rather than trying to actually have a conversation to figure out.
Sure.
Are these assumptions I think you're making what you're making, or is that wrong? And then the other part of it is there is either a lack of a sense of community and or the kind of idea of what our community is changed to where, like, you know, the 2A community, the whatever you want to fucking say it, these are kind of like nebulous online groups. You don't have these face-to-faces with these people. Community used to be like, all of my 18 neighbors down this whole street, I know everybody
knows each other.
I know their families. I give a fuck about these people. Like, I don't like that person, but I do like that person, and I feel bad for that kid because that kid's mom's a prick. Whatever it is, but it used to be way more personal. And I feel like there's a huge lack of that in our culture as well.
Can I add one more?
Sure. I mean, all these problems are complex.
People aren't getting punched in the fucking face anymore.
Yeah, violence. We miss violence.
People aren't getting punched in the face anymore. People don't have a reaction, or I'm sorry, they don't have a repercussion for their actions.
Yeah.
So they think that if they say something and they can get away with it, that that's all that's going to happen. You're never going to touch me. I'm going to call you a piece of shit. You're a fucking fat fuck. And you're and then all of a sudden in their mind they're like, you can't touch me. Don't touch me. You can't touch me. But then all of a sudden they get punched in the face, and then they don't know what to fucking do anymore.
Because back when it was all personal. Someone punched him in the face, either the crowd would realize that's right or that's wrong.
Or exactly. Or you'll learn your lesson at that point to shut your fucking mouth.
Right.
And then you start realizing,
sucks, but
it's a real thing.
Up.
Yeah, you should have shut the fuck up. You should have just kept going. So the lack of violence is actually a problem. In my opinion, that's a problem.
I think we've discussed that since fucking like
Episode 1.
Yeah, episode 1.
It's actually in there. I think you hear me screaming out like, "We should take the fucking labels off. They want to drink the bleach, drink the fucking bleach." Yeah, that was part of the conversations
right here.
But you get what we were talking about, though. Like, we didn't have the 3%ers as the group.
No, I know. Dave didn't look at it as a negative. No. I know what. Yes, completely.
It was legitimately.
Now that we've grown up and see how shitty the world is, they suck.
Now that we've gotten all
through, they don't all suck.
Since we've gotten through all this fluff. Let's get into the real shit.
Mandalorian.
Are you gonna fluff me right now?
Have you seen Mandalorian?
Can I borrow your login information for Disney, please? I have not seen
D2 calls it, the Baby Yoda show.
Yeah. That's exactly.
I have to see Baby Yoda.
We can't even talk about it now.
No, you can talk about it. I'll still watch
Dude, it's everywhere on the internet. There's no way he hasn't seen pictures of Baby Yoda.
I know what Baby Yoda looks like.
I get the Baby Yoda thing, but I think it's awesome. I think it's fun.
I love it.
Western, just before we leave, log me in and I'll watch it tonight.
I mean, that won't take you long. It's 3 30-minute episodes.
Yeah, I got to write a paper. My finals due this week. By the way, my last motherfucking paper in motherfucking school, and I'm fucking done, bitch. I am fucking done.
Blowing out your eardrums.
Sorry. I was excited.
4 or 5 fucks in that sentence, I think.
I probably said a lot of fucks.
Mandalorian, awesome.
Mandalorian, awesome. Old Simpson episodes, awesome.
Okay, so Mandalorian.
I thought they stopped. Okay, so I thought that they stopped. If I'm not mistaken, they stopped Simpsons and they made new ones now, right? There's new Simpsons out, right? Mm-hmm. I thought they stopped. Did they pick up the contract?
Talked about it, and then it never actually happened. They threatened to stop because the people that were making it were just totally disinterested a couple times. And I think they either threw enough money at them or they put different people in charge. I don't know the details, but I kind of heard the same thing. But I haven't had cable in a decade, so I know it exists, but I haven't seen The Simpsons in quite some time.
Rick and Morty is out, and I was streaming it through Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Adult Swim lets you watch the first episode for free, and then you have to log into a cable box provider to watch the rest of them.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. Because I don't support cable, so I support cable companies, but they only get my money because I want internet, not because I want to watch cable.
That they have fucking Toonami.
Yeah,
Toonami's back apparently or something.
Hulu
they're doing fucking
has
shit.
It as well.
You have to add. You have to either buy the premium package, or so I think I'm just gonna buy it. It's like $20 and I get all the episodes.
Darian couldn't find Letterkenny on Hulu unless she got the premium package, which I know that's not true.
No, I have Letterkenny on mine. Mine's not premium,
but she paid for it, so we have a month of it. So I have access to it. I only watched the one episode though, because at the time that was all that it aired.
No, there's like 3 episodes out now. 4, maybe 4. I have to watch them. I have to. Yeah. I have to watch them. I'm obsessed with fucking Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty's good.
I know Rick and Morty,
obsessed. Yeah. I'm obsessed. I love it. And I think it's because I love
Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's because I like what is it? Back to the Future.
Yeah.
It's got the same kind of
vibe.
Yeah. I love it. It's awesome.
Dude, the cartooning drawing of The Simpsons, the first season, so rough. I'm trying to get D2 into it. She was never allowed to watch it growing up.
Of course not.
Yeah, the stricter fucking households that are like, it's too racy.
Yeah.
They told the future.
Yeah.
Fucking Simpsons told the future.
Multiple times.
So many times. Even
Trump.
Even everything that's happening to Trump, literally Simpsons had this shit in the bag like fucking 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
But season 2, man, I'm going through, I haven't got to season 3 yet, but there's so many episodes. I'm like, fuck yes. And like the Halloween episode.
Those are my favorite.
Oh, it's so good.
Favorite.
The fucking, there's an episode about Homer getting into it with Flanders about how much better Flanders' life is. Like his kids like him, his wife has a better ass. Like he has better beer.
Makes sense.
Fuck this guy. kind of deal. And then he kind of forced Bart into a competition of mini putt-putt with Todd, I think is Flanders' son's name. And Lisa Simpson's like fucking trying to teach him how to de-stress and focus, like all the Zen stuff with golf. It's fucking so good. If a tree falls and no one's there to hear it.
That was loud.
Does it make a noise?
I forgot that. Yes. You heard it just now.
Do it.
Mute. How do you mute this?
What's the Buddha one?
Oh, the fucking...
yeah, there it is.
What is the sound of one hand clapping? I don't think you understand the question. It's not supposed to be answerable. Lisa, you're not listening.
You're not listening. That's the one-handed clap.
Oh, there's so much fucking good shit. I'm waiting until I get to the Gaim episode. I've been quoting that for like fucking 30 years now.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to probably go back and watch that.
The Gaim?
That's on Hulu period, right? Not Hulu Premium, right?
What? Simpsons?
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Gotta get that Disney game, apparently.
You're going to give me the login? I'm being a fucking cheap bastard right now, yeah. I'm being a cheap bastard. I pay for all of them. It's you have, that's why I asked if you had Hulu and everything. I was going to give you mine. We'll swap passwords.
I got Disney
Password swap. Sounds dirty.
It does. It sounds sexy.
Mandalorian,
they have
though.
so much shit.
I know you don't want like.
It's okay to talk about. I'm all right with it. I won't be butthurt.
It's
just don't tell me if anybody dies that or like something like that.
So it's just like it's made by people that really respect what the fuck the Star Wars thing is, and Filoni Monk or whatever his name is did the Clone Wars series. Fucking did a badass job at that. Yeah. I knew I was excited to get in, and it doesn't disappoint. So they took, you know how like Han Solo's blaster is based off of a broom handle, right?
Yes.
They took a different late 1800s pistol and made that the source material for the main character. Let's say like an 1896. I watched some Forgotten Weapons video ridiculous.
On it. I can't even.
Yeah, it's really obscure. Fucking turn of the century. They didn't know what they were going to do with semi-autos yet. Kind of gun, and they made his blaster based on that. It has the fucking whole old Western feel to it. The whole thing, like everything, is just so Star Wars. Like it feels so good to fucking be able to love something from Star Wars because the last movies sucked so bad.
Yeah, they're trying to fucking bring back the Star Wars community, bro.
Right, and it's working.
Yes.
Yeah, it's everybody's fucking thrilled about that. So
yeah, I saw Baby Yoda like forever ago.
Yeah.
Like
Baby Yoda.
that's everybody talks about.
It's going to be the #1 seller for Christmas.
They didn't. This is supposed to be post
Yoga?
Everything, right? Huh? This is post everything.
So it's. Excuse me. It's before.
It's
before the new movies, timeline wise, but it's after Return of the Jedi. So it's after the Empire fell.
Got it.
But it's before the fucking Rey, the Rey.
New Order.
Sure, but what's the first one? The first one of the new trilogy.
Oh, no, I don't.
New Hope ripoff.
Yeah.
Rogue. No, that was
Rogue One.
Rogue One was great, but that was before A New Hope.
Yep.
That was like a prequel to A New Hope. This one is after Return of the Jedi. The guys have fallen. The Empire has fallen. Vader is no more.
Vader is no more.
But there's no First Order.
First Order was
or at least they're not like anywhere near them. They're kind of in their like unknown regions or whatever the fuck they were hiding out at.
Now you got me interested. Hold on.
We gotta look up something that we should have been fucking easily know.
We should know, but it wasn't this.
It's not the Last
It wasn't
Jedi.
that good. Yeah, so you want to know the timeline? We'll go with the timeline.
Okay.
So it starts episode 1,
Phantom
2,
Menace.
3. Yeah, that's Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. Then it goes into Clone Wars are there at that time.
Yep, that's between Clone Wars, the movie, and
the show.
Return of the Sith. The show Clone Wars is in between.
There is, which is not out yet, Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is going to be, and then the Solo movie, and then Cassian Andor, and then the Rebels. And
Cassian Andor?
Yeah, new shit.
I don't know what that is.
They have a list of exactly what the movies are going to go on. Oh, wow. I didn't know that already.
Rogue One. And then
a lot of these are animated shows.
Yeah, there's animated shows in.
Like the Clone Wars is an animated show. I fucking love it.
So I have
I had
to
to
watch
skip the
all
first
of it
season.
then.
The first season sucks because it's too
yes,
kiddie.
they have it all.
But, yeah.
Okay.
A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Mandalorian. Then there's The Force Awakens.
That's what
Force
it is,
Awakens,
Force
yeah.
Awakens.
The Last Jedi, and then there's Star Wars Resistance, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which I don't know any of
That's
those.
a game. Galaxy's Edge is a game.
And then fucking Rise of the Skywalker.
Yeah, and apparently the Resistance is terrible. I haven't watched it yet,
So
but
it's
I've heard
Age
very
of
bad
Resistance, Age of Rebellion, Age of Republic is how they fucking timeline it, I guess. So it's very elaborate.
So
Yeah.
they're basically going over. Okay. All
things.
right.
Yeah, but when I saw them post that picture, they put Age of Republic, but they had like the Empire in there too.
That's weird.
Sure. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But so yeah, like I said, it's after Return of the Jedi, but before The Force Awakens.
Trying to think why Mandalorian's so good.
Well, there's a lot of fucking good ass reasons. I mean, for one, it's about a Mandalorian,
Oh yeah, that's cool. Western
the fucking warrior race.
guns.
It's like a culture more than it is a race. The Mandalorians
It's the way
are like,
this fucking 2A community should be.
yeah,
Right there.
Mandalorians.
Yes. Good.
they're adding to
Guns are my religion.
Yeah, that
they're,
one.
Yeah.
they're adding to the lore
Or
though,
guns are part of my religion.
that it conflicts with some of the animated stuff that they've done, like the whole never remove your helmet deal. That's not been like that. That's something that the show is kind of starting. Even though there's like a bunch of depictions of Mandalorians in the animated stuff, that's not something they hold to at all.
Yeah, because I mean, even the flashbacks show his family, and
Well, I don't think
I
don't think his family was Mandalorians.
Oh,
Because you don't have to. Mandalorians are kind of a race, but you don't have to be born a Mandalorian. If they kind of did like the Native American type thing.
So
To where if they like
Ideology?
take you as a kid,
Yeah.
it's like a warrior religion, if you could think of it that way. It's fucking cool. The mythos of Mandalorians are fucking
Who
cool
do they
shit.
believe in?
But no, there's no like God. It's like a fucking way of fighting,
way of life.
fighting to the death.
Baby
yeah.
Yoda. Duh.
Baby Yoda. Everybody keeps saying Baby Yoda, but like there's
definitely
like
not-
controversy behind it,
Yeah,
right?
it's definitely not
It's
Baby
not
Yoda.
his race.
It's not. Well, it's not
Yoda
him as a baby, but
correct. It's just his race.
That just means
no
he
one knows what it's called.
He's cloned.
he could be cloned.
I saw that theory too.
Yeah.
He
I
could
don't
be
think so.
cloned.
No, that'd be too lame.
But it's the because what is the fucking shit on the doctor's fucking sleeve? It's the same symbol as the fucking Clone Wars guys. Or the original docs for
he
that.
he was an Empire guy for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I know. It's just a theory. It's
then
terrible.
you're trying to tell me that Yoda was, getting some,
Well, there was another Yoda.
Well, it could just
And,
he didn't have to be related to Yoda. He could just be of the same race.
There
Yeah,
was,
but I thought that he was the last of the race. Wasn't? Did I
there
say something about that?
There was another one in the fucking
Yaddle.
first. Yeah, Yaddle.
And
she was on the whatever
council.
fucking council shit.
Right.
So made a baby. He was getting it. Yeah, he's
Who do you
getting
think
it.
he was smashing?
So I've
What?
heard.
Who do you think he was smashing?
Yaddle?
Yeah,
The other Yoda?
Yeah, the other Yoda.
Yeah.
What, was the other Yoda a guy?
No,
No,
the
it's a girl.
It was. When did I?
Yeah,
not,
it's
how did I
again
miss this?
background fucking character that you just see a pan of,
Yeah.
and then all the extra bullshit that you have to read
What
into.
video-
gets you
what
into
movie?
details.
They was
High
in the
Council.
High Council, like fucking episode.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Phantom Menace. If you go through and watch it again, you'll see another Yoda type character sitting in the seat that's a female.
How would
he was smashing,
how
bro.
did Yoda? How would Yoda say that though? This dick is good, or
No,
dick,
he'd be like,
dick is good. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, he'd be like, I'm going to fuck. Yes, you.
Dude, that shit that you
Have a seizure?
the shit that you reposted on your story was fucking awesome.
Which one?
I
I
think
repost everything that's good.
the one of the female thinking that the guy's thinking about another
Oh,
woman,
yeah, bro.
and then the
I
guy's
mean,
thinking about all these questions we're talking about. Like, do we just call him Baby Yoda because we don't know what the name of his race is, or is he actually Yoda's child?
Yeah, Yoda's baby.
Does the way Yoda talks, is that had just learned, or is that something he was born with? Is Baby Yoda going to talk like that? There's
It
so
is
many
deep.
fucking
Baby Yoda
good
doesn't talk,
questions.
I'm assuming.
No, not that we've heard yet.
No,
It's going to come out and say that backwards. This would be awesome.
I mean that'd be
They're
cool.
waiting
Whatever,
for
bro.
They're waiting for the season finale. They'll throw one line out.
No, because it started getting weird because it was all about trying to follow the lineage, right? Like who's Rey? Like who's Rey? Whose child was Rey? Why is she this? So now it's like, all right, let's throw Yoda in there. Yoda's baby Yoda.
They want something to fucking grab everything, like bring back the Star Wars community, and baby Yoda's going to sell like a motherfucker.
They know this next movie ain't going to do it.
Yeah, baby Yoda definitely captured the hearts and minds of everybody.
I'll be there. I'm going to go to the theaters and watch it, but I know that I'm probably not going to like that much.
No, it's not. Because
I haven't seen the fucking Joker yet, and I'm going to go by myself.
I agree.
I'm going by myself. I
haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet either, and I heard really good things.
I might go see it tomorrow night by myself if I have to, because I really need to see it.
Probably won't see it tomorrow.
I need to see it.
Yeah, not tomorrow night.
I need to see it. Oh yeah, never mind.
What was the timeline of toys or toys in general? So the Ewoks, BB-8. It's BB-8. BB-8.
Yep.
And then fucking now Yoda. No, there was nothing from the...
The other one was the cute penguin things.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what they're called.
Starts with a P, I think. I don't know.
Penguin?
Okay.
Yeah, good. Got it.
Yeah,
I want to say Polacks, but I'm pretty sure that's just racist.
I forgot about those. That is a little bit, but whatever.
Pogs? Pogues?
Pogs. Pogues?
Pogues. They're definitely Pogues. They're Pogues now.
Yeah.
Yeah, those cute little Pogues.
Yeah, that's awesome. Not even mad.
That's fucking great.
But yeah, I mean, that's how the Star Wars toys fucking sold a shitload for,
Dude,
Christmas.
I had bought, when I was younger,
a Pogue?
Star Wars toys that were still in the pack. Like, we meant to keep them in the package. And I don't know what happened to them. Like, I have no clue where they ended up. I think
somebody got them and sold them.
I think my dad took them, because my dad used to like to do that. Like, he was the best at keeping things for you, and without you even knowing, you'd be like, "Oh, it's gone," and he wouldn't say nothing about it, but it's because he's keeping it safe. He was the best at that. But I don't know. I don't even know if he has them or not. I'm gonna ask him about those.
You need to. That'd be funny
about those. Yeah.
Or
he's like, I sold that shit on eBay.
Or he probably sold that shit on eBay already. He probably did.
Probably I brought that FN 45.
I'm gonna sit down with him and have a conversation with him and record it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. Maybe it'll just be like a.
We need to start. We're just bringing in fucking guests. We should have had one here tonight.
Everybody voted against guests.
Who voted against guests?
Everybody did.
Me. Fuck yes.
I don't.
I like you guys more.
I was on the other. Was I?
Yeah.
Did we record
you
this
said
conversation?
No. Yeah, we did. You said no.
I thought I said yes.
No, you said no. They said no. There was 3 versus me. I was the one that said yes.
I thought I said yes.
No,
because I wanted to bring fucking
Porg.
They were called Porgs. Pogues is better.
We would have never have remembered that.
Porg.
That sounds like something you do in the bedroom that's really weird.
I wanted to bring muster into it.
Porging.
Is why. But porging, yes.
No, you're not the one that wanted to bring muster. He wanted to bring muster.
No, I wanted to bring muster, and then he wanted to bring muster because I said it.
No, we'll talk about this later. We did a vote.
Did we write it down? We need to record these fucking things.
Yeah, we do need to record these votes.
But porging.
Democracy.
Well, the thing is that people
like terrible.
the feedback that I got from everybody is that they love listening to when we discuss with each other, and the less feedback that I got was whenever time I brought a guest on, that less people listen to it, nor do they like it. Not because of the person, but people tend to like when all 4 of us are in the same room. They love listening to just all 4 of us.
Because it's more strict and stupid. And
interviews with people.
We've only done.
People are uncomfortable on the mic too. There's a bit of that too.
Well, I've got some things in the works, which I'll talk to you guys about later to see what we're going to do.
Always says that.
Yeah. Well, because
he's a guy. He's always got things going.
It's funny because I keep blowing his mind.
Yeah,
like I really do. But I blow his mind every time because he's like, "Well, why didn't you say anything about that?" And then he goes like, "Yeah,
touching dicks."
Yes, touching penises.
Like where this is going.
Yes, and that's exactly what it looks like.
Speaking of blowing minds, what are we doing with those things? What are we doing with those things over there?
The spears I brought?
Yeah, good job. Yeah, those.
They're going to hate me. Whoever this person is that I keep hashtagging.
Yeah. The shafts are kind of weak on them. They're definitely like Taiwan or China.
They're definitely.
Are we talking about dick again?
Yes, we're talking about dicks again. Hashtag firehead.
Shafts?
Those are more like decoration, if you ask me. Like if you could feel it, it's like
I want to feel it.
I wouldn't trust it.
I wouldn't trust it to kill a zombie.
That's some bullshit.
Oh, shit, I could use anything to kill a zombie.
If it breaks, then you'll be real upset.
You're right. Depends on the kind of zombie. Oh, we're not going to do this again. Go back to episode 25.
I like the fucking... Oh, What are we on?
We're past
50 something.
Oh,
we're at 51 right now.
So
what was the 50th
Or
episode?
not 51. I don't know.
What did you?
We're
what
on
did
something.
What did we
We're
do
on
for
something.
50?
Huh?
That's like a milestone. What did you guys talk about?
It
for
was
50?
supposed to be a
It was
milestone, but
it
nobody.
was just him and Dave.
It was just me and Dave.
They talked about making businesses and investing money.
All right, so we need to
And
do
things that
something.
we never learn.
We need to do something big for 75.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I don't know. We got to come up with something ridiculous.
Why not wait till 100?
Episode 2.
Why not wait till 100 and do something real, like extravagant? Like, we'll go on location. For episode 100, we'll go on location. We'll bring the entire fucking thing and go somewhere and have it there.
I don't know why that's like.
We can
listening,
do the Draco Bros
hear-
thing and
you
just
can-
have two people have sex right here in the middle while we're talking.
You can hear
I mean,
what's going on
talking about
outside.
shit.
Oh, dude, whatever happened to fucking do the CPR class right here and like fucking having like
He
all
moved
of us,
out.
yeah, he ran,
all of us
he
learn
went,
the CPR. No, but he still
went,
knows.
He went
that-
back to Army.
I'm gonna talk to him because that girl still lives here.
He went back to Army.
No, but the girl still lives here.
Oh, well, but that's a fucking guess, and we said no to that, apparently.
We'll just have her teach us how to do CPR.
Dave
No, that's still a
2.0
guess.
wanted to do something cool, and we denied him.
I didn't deny him. I said yes.
Denial.
But that's fine. We can figure it out.
I say yes.
Just another zombie episode. Can we just talk about zombies every episode? I got a Beretta 92 for zombies, like expressly for zombies.
He did, actually.
Just for zombies? Only?
Yes.
Only.
Yeah,
So you're
and
not going to
he's
shoot
gonna-
at a piece
He's
of
going
paper?
to get a Stars
I
emblem
practice
for
for
it.
zombies.
But they're fucking zombie fucking sheets, though.
I took it out to the.
yeah.
I took it out to the
zombie
last
paper.
match.
Zombie paper, thank you.
Zombie
I didn't do that great with it. I didn't do terrible, but I was trying to run it too fast. I fucked up a plate rack
Yeah, I
or
was
two.
going to say, you probably haven't figured that one out.
Yeah,
That's good,
it was literally the first time I ever shot it
Yeah, that's why.
at a match. Because why the fuck not? I got it. Let's fucking do this. I enjoyed it. I'm going to shoot it for a while at every match.
I need to get holsters for more guns so I can take those out. Like, I want to bring my Beretta out, too.
There's a guy that we know.
I need him to make it specific.
He
holster.
doesn't. He doesn't do that.
No. But I need to get either a holster, an outside the waistband holster for the Beretta, so that way I can run the Beretta at one of the matches and everything as well. I need to shoot that more. Actually, that gun I've only shot. I haven't even gotten to the break-in on that gun.
Yeah.
2 Beretta guys now, huh? That what this is?
You're just
You've
mad
gone corrupted?
You're just mad that you had to sell yours.
I definitely did have to sell mine.
You'll
Definitely
get another one. It'll come to you.
Yeah, I'll wait.
There's going to be a huge influx of cheap ones.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it should, actually.
Yep.
I'll buy it or take it.
Just find one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Fucking
Find it. You can find those things dime a dozen just laying there on the ground sometimes. Just
yeah, red coats.
yeah, red coats.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking red coats.
I can't believe he did that. Like the way he was saying the red coat. Like that has nothing at all to do with anything.
I can believe that some stranger did that. I don't know this guy at all. I have no expectations or.
To be honest with you, this whole ordeal, if he makes it past the court system or anything like that, just made him fucking famous for no reason.
Sure.
That's how this works.
So then we need to do something with red coats.
That's what
APC.
Did you not read my text message?
I don't know how to read.
Obviously, you don't know how to read. Let me go ahead and tell you what my text message said.
We need an APC here.
My text message said, "This is what covert needs."
So the problem is that we actually have guns. So
I was like, "This
that
is
wouldn't
what."
be good for us at
And
all.
I can get a hold of an APC. I
Yeah,
can get a
but-
hold of 2.
Ooh,
So
no! Don't
what
do
are we
that.
doing?
No, don't do that. Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Boogaloo.
That's
it on the
enough. Okay,
loudspeaker.
here's a bitch and moan about the 2A community.
All right.
Why
let's
the
go.
fuck? Why the fuck is there such a large portion of the 2A community that's like pro Boogaloo? Like they want it to happen. They want a civil war to happen,
That's horrible. It's a horrible idea.
right?
So they can
Like
shoot
what
people.
the fuck?
They shut down the. They all were making phone calls to the dispatcher at the 911 place that locked them up.
It's got to be fake,
Like-
right? Like people don't really want that, do they?
No,
or is
people
there a
do.
huge
They talk
influx?
about it, but it's just like the other side too. They talk about it, but they don't ever back it up.
I want a zombie apocalypse. So
I get it. Yeah, I do.
I'm with
too.
you on that.
Yeah.
Zombie apocalypse.
no civil war. I don't want that. Zombies, sure.
Well, if it's going to be a civil war, can we just turn into the purge? That way we can just,
Like a civil war would just be.
I
Much
mean, what are we going to do? Republicans versus Democrats?
is that
or
weird?
Is it
I was-
No, it won't be like that. It'll be basically
2A community?
There's
There's
gonna-
no 2A community?
Yeah, that'll be the fight.
Is a civil war more sad or less sad than a zombie apocalypse?
Depends on which
That's
way
a
you
good
look
question.
I feel like it's more sad.
A Civil War is more sad?
Yeah. Even though there's probably less loss of life.
Because zombies, like, Civil War can be prevented, zombies won't be prevented if it does happen.
Yeah, like if there's a civil war, then like it's just because people can't fucking like talk it out. Like it gets so bad, people couldn't talk it out.
Like the way we're going.
We can, then that's fine. We can just talk it out with zombies.
Isn't that like more sad?
Like, hey,
then just like zombies are, look, it's a fucking zombie, I had to shoot him.
Zombie, please stop. Zombie. Come on, we can talk about this, zombie.
There will be zombie rights activists. Right?
Yes, there is. Zombies have rights too. They're human beings. Like, okay.
Fucking Shaun of the Dead.
Yes. Yes.
I love that movie.
I want to. I would look for that movie the other day.
Much.
I looked for that movie the other day. I couldn't find it.
I love that movie. I've watched it too many times.
Yeah, I do like that movie. It's a good movie.
I
like their movies in general.
I got Mad Max,
the end of
the very first one.
The third one's not so good.
And I got Red Dawn, the original, at a bargain bin the other day. I'm so excited.
I mean, you do have an AK now.
Grab some Cold War guns and just watch that shit. And fucking get an old school AK going.
I'm about to say, old school AK would be nice.
Yeah.
I like that we're doing two different things. Same meaning.
It is exactly the same meaning. That's awesome that we just did that at the same time. Wolverines, Boogaloo. That's awesome.
The call to arms, bro.
Yes, the call to arms. But the funny thing is that like
with Wolverines, it's Russia attacking us.
Yeah. With
Boogaloo, it's a bunch of bitches.
Yeah.
Complaining about fucking cops and like menial gun laws. Is that a reason to not have a grocery store and a gas station anymore? Like, am I the only one that values that shit?
Can we just punch people in the face?
I like being able to drive places.
If we did
I would like to just punch people in the face.
Do you realize?
If we did the Boogaloo.
Hold on. Let's seriously.
Okay.
Serious. Do you understand?
We don't have enough time to be
serious.
serious.
Put it away.
Stop. Do you understand that Popeye's chicken sandwich will go away?
You're the only one that's had it.
How the fuck did I know you were actually going to go to that fucking road? Is it really that good?
Do you know how upset I was that Popeye's was closed early today?
Yeah, bro. Is that good?
It was so good. I was stopping by there.
Hold on. Would you be willing to stab somebody over the sandwich?
No, I'm not going to stab.
Because somebody's been stabbed over this sandwich.
Now, are we talking about the end of the world and this is the last sandwich anyone can ever have?
Yes.
I gotta there's one guy that's
yes.
I don't know, maybe.
No, there's people getting into fights over this fucking sandwich.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
That is a real thing. Somebody got shot over it. Somebody got shot over a fucking chicken sandwich.
The first time that they did it and they ran out of the chicken sandwiches.
What time is it right now? We should go get.
Dude, they're all closed.
They're all closed, bro. Dude, it's the day before.
It closed at 6.
Yeah,
I got there at 6:23, and they were all in there, but they were all just closed up. And they're like, "Now we're closed." I'm like, "Motherfucker! It's the day before. Come on, there's not even a holiday going on."
They're not.
He's upset. He spray painted on the side of the building. He's like, "Fuck you,
son of a bitch!"
Broke
but no, the first time that sandwich was a thing and it sold out, some gangsters fucking pulled a gun on the manager and was demanding that he give them a chicken sandwich. He's like, "I'm not making it up. We're out. I can't give you some I don't got."
There's people that actually bought a bunch of them and then try to sell them for double or triple the price.
Really?
Yeah, there are people that are trying to hustle the sandwiches.
I mean, of course, that's hilarious.
I should do that.
People pay.
I mean, it's good. That's a good fucking chicken sandwich. At the end of the day, it's just a fucking chicken sandwich, but it's good.
It made the news, though. It's a chicken sandwich that made the news.
It's good. And it's not for no reason.
I mean, you're talking about it like it's really that good.
It's better than Wendy's chicken sandwich or a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Ooh, be careful there. You're treading water.
It's better.
You're treading into some fucking dark water.
Sand.
There. I don't know, man. I like some Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna have to try this.
Yep.
I like donuts
because it's better.
You do like donuts?
I do.
Yeah.
I'll take that. You guys have your fucking healthy food-ish.
Ooh, I got a place.
That's not fucking healthy at all. It's fucking fried chicken behind
donuts,
bread.
Bro.
It's fried. Yeah, it's fried
chicken between bread.
It's chicken
with calorie sauce.
Yeah,
sugar.
The sauce doesn't do anything. There's no flavor. It's just calories. They just right on top of that. Just give you some extra calories.
I have a local donut shop that I'm going to tell you about that you need to make a point to try to have sometime. David L brought us some from this place, and it was seriously
Donut King or something.
Best donut I've ever had. No, not Donut King. I'll tell you off air. I don't want to fucking blow the spot up.
Okay.
It's literally the best donut I've ever had in my life. So it's
bold statement.
It's called the Boogaloo donut.
Oh my god,
That's what it is. It's a fucking Boogaloo donut.
We need to do just fucking themes of Boogaloo shit now. We should do a Boogaloo fucking video.
A Boogaloo episode.
Video.
A Boogaloo video?
Yeah.
I like it. Let's do it.
A minute long of stupidity. More than normal.
Did you see that Black Rifle Coffee commercial that I showed you?
No,
Dude,
I tried to watch it, but I was in it like I had a Bluetooth speaker in the other room, and I was picking up the sound, so I didn't
watch it. Watch it.
I was trying to, and then the shenanigans kicked off, so I had to go deal with that.
Yeah.
They're winning. I love everybody over there. Black Rifle
more.
Coffee Company's awesome. Drinker Bros, all those guys are awesome. I love everything that they do, and their video is, you got to watch it. They're fucking winning, bro. They are doing what I dreamed to do.
Yeah,
those videos. You have to watch it. It's pretty good.
Be there eventually.
Yes, we will. We will. I'm working on it. We are working on it, but like it's just. They're winning like hardcore. Like they have CG, they have like a full production line. Like they have the capabilities of doing it. I have a DLC camera, and
I'm about to say there's four of us compared to a whole team there.
This is true.
Yeah,
but it's good.
Boogaloo.
You have to watch it. Boogaloo.
A name of the episode.
Is that the name of our episode?
Called it.
Boogaloo.
Whiskey Warrior Boogaloo.
No, just Boogaloo.
The Whiskey Loo. Just called the Whiskey Loo.
No, we don't need to
just fucking
talk
Boogaloo
anymore for that fucking guy.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I don't even know why. Yeah, no more famous for you, guy. I love how they were going to the big figureheads. Like, why aren't you helping him? He's in distress for this, but nobody understood it. Nobody knew any of the facts.
Yeah.
And everybody was like crying to all these big-headed people, not big-headed, but big-head people.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, do something, and what the fuck? What? Yeah. Why won't you use your account, your followers, and try to, help out? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bring awareness.
And it was over a domestic dispute. Imagine that, huh? A fucking domestic dispute.
That's weird.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways.
It is weird.
Chase, it's always good. Thank you very much for finally showing me back. He's our special guest, people.
I was waiting for that.
I mean, I had a little hiatus myself.
Yeah,
so
we all have, except for me. Like I told last episode, I'm the fucking loner that's always here. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's another episode. We love the fact that everybody is liking the content.
And so
we have
better.
Chase
Boogaloo,
Bad Karma Live.
I don't even have anything. Boogaloo.
No more quotes today.
I have a quote, but I just don't know it.
I have Dillon, Clear Malfunction.
If you can't be safe, be dangerous.
Be deadly.
That sounded like somebody. It's weird. And
Did I say that? I said it better though. Okay.
And I am the Nitro Panda. Thank you for listening to Covert Standard. Follow us on all social media platforms. Like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate
fuck you guys.
everybody.
I love you.
We appreciate everybody, and it's awesome. Yes, don't forget everything. Love you guys. Happy holidays when you listen to this, and hope everybody's having a good time of the year.
So, are we going to go watch Mandalorian right now?
Yeah, let's go.
Mandalorian.
I have it here. I haven't had one.
That's a terrible. Yeah.